I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Coffee with Kiera, sponsored by, there it is, the Human Bean in Newport and in Lincoln City. And today I'm being joined by Dr. Karen Gray, Lincoln County School District Superintendent. How are you?
Doing well. Excited about barreling our way through the end of the school year and graduation.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk a little bit about some precursors getting us to graduation. Lincoln County is now permanently in low risk, which is really good news for schools and graduation, right?
We are so excited that we are in the low permanent level. And we're one of the 5 counties that actually our numbers are low for cases of COVID. Our positivity rate is low and going down each week for the last 3 weeks. And we have a very high vaccination rate. Other counties have a high case rate, but they also have a high vaccination rate. So we in the school district feel like our protocols, our safety protocols that we have used for over a year now have really paid off dividends. And that's part of the reason why we've been able to keep our case rates so low and have school for all kids.
So having the schools back open again, the 4 days a week, seems like it was a real success, wasn't it?
It sure was. We heard from students, from parents, from community, from teachers, from administrators, how excited everyone was to get back to school. And if there was any reticence on the part of any person, it was quickly dispelled when the actual children showed up to school, kindergarten through 12th grade, on April 19th. It's just been fantastically successful. Kids are on track to graduate. We're going to have a summer school this summer, thanks to the federal government and the state government. And we're just really excited to plug in any of the holes of incomplete education due to the pandemic and really begin the fall with a normal school year.
That's gonna be exciting.
Can't wait.
Then, yeah, regular school year. So that's mean like we did before, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and the half day Wednesday. Is that right?
Exactly. We'll have 4.5 days of school, professional development, which all good institutions do, in the afternoon on Wednesday. And we are really expecting at that point, we're just expecting, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I'm always very optimistic that we will not have any restrictions. The 12 to 15 year old vaccination from Pfizer was approved, and we have had been host to vaccination clinics in our schools. And we are very much looking forward to vaccinations that go younger than 12. Of course, any student 15 years and older does not require parent permission to get a vaccine, but any student that's under the age of 15 does. We'd really like to see vaccinations down to kindergarten if possible. And then, of course, it's up to parents whether or not they want to participate.
That's great. And let's talk a little bit about what this is going to mean for graduation.
Yeah, so graduations in Lincoln County School District are on June 11th and 12th. Walport graduation is Friday the 11th, and everybody else is staggered throughout the day on Saturday the 12th, which is awesome news for me because I get to attend all of them. And I get to attend all of them in person because they're all outdoors. So they are going to be in the district's, the school stadiums. They will be following the new regulations, which are that you can be outdoors for graduation and sports and not wear a mask. But the physical distancing has not changed, at least not today. So we're really excited about graduation. And we do have some plan Bs in case the weather's really, really bad. But they will require some more restrictions and less people. we want to have as many people as possible and get back to as much normal graduation as we possibly can.
So let's talk a little bit about summer school and what that's going to look like.
Yep. So summer school is going to be the last 2 weeks of June and the third week in August. Because we weren't able to get enough people to teach enough of our summer school program. It's only a half-day program. It's 8:30 to 12:30, 5 days a week in person. It's in each area of the district, so we have it for every area. Most of the high school is a lot of it's going to be around career technical education programs and credit recovery, because a lot of our kids lost credits. For the elementary, it's going to be K-1-2, and it's invited children only. It's children that really need some extra help in reading. And so it's going to be very focused on reading and literacy. And again, we just don't have enough people to teach it. We actually have the money, but not enough people that want to teach it. And it's because it's been a hard school year. And a lot of people are needing to recover. But we will have the best program we can. We'll be offering meals, breakfast and lunch. And of course, the school district will feed meals from June to September.
Let's talk a little bit about what that's going to look like this summer.
Which part of it?
Oh, sorry, the summer meals program.
Yeah, so the summer meals program, of course, will be at the schools for the children that are in summer program. And then I have something to add about that with daycare, childcare. But then there'll also be curbside pickup at every school like we do every summer. Now, I don't know if it's at every school. I better not say that. We'll put out an advertisement on our website exactly where the curbside pickup is. It may not be at every school. It may be one school per area, like where the kitchens are, but because I don't want to mislead you. The other thing is, as part of our grant from the state for summer school and early learning, we are partnering with childcare services of Neighbors for Kids, Apple Tree, Lincoln City Parks and Rec, and we'd like to partner with Newport Parks and Rec. There's a certain amount of money that can be spent to round out the K-1-2 students' day. So they'd go to school from 8:30 to 12:30 and then get picked up by bus and go to daycare for the rest of the day. So check in with your local schools for more information.
That will be wonderful. And what a big help for parents.
Yes, it'll be great for parents to be able to do that. I'm excited about that for parents.
So Karen, is there anything else that we've missed?
Yes.
Oh, we did, big one. So you recently had some meetings throughout the county with parents about this last school year via Zoom. Have you got some things put together about how that went?
We do. We'll have more information that'll go out publicly, Kiera, pretty soon. But I can speak a little bit to that. We still have our parent forum tonight with our Spanish and mom-speaking families. So I don't want to make total summary statements until we get their input. But what we heard from people is that both staff and community, I met with staff and I met with community for all 4 areas. We probably got feedback from probably close to 200 people. So everybody liked the Zoom option. They want to keep an option for Zoom meetings and training. So that was good. We really liked a couple of the tech programs, like a security program we have called Go Guardian. We want to use technology for teaching and learning and keep doing that. People like Google Classroom, Seesaw, Pear Deck, and Kami, and we're going to keep all those programs. Parents really like the communication from the school district. They like that we communicated early and often. They like that their teachers were communicating, and they don't want that to stop. We used an app called Remind, and they wanted us to keep something similar to that. Parents also like that we had access to advanced classes that weren't necessarily in Lincoln County School District, because we could access them online. Some of the staff in the secondary school really liked a common prep, while the elementary teachers didn't like it quite as much. And then, so there was a lot of common feedback. And the prompt question that was for that, the essential question was, what's working? What's working? What do you not want to go away? So we'll actually have a document up on our website probably in the next 2 weeks, so people can take a look at that.
That's great. And I like that you did reach out to parents, but also to staff to say, how did this work for you? And I like the positiveness of what worked. And,
yes, we hear a lot about what doesn't work. I can tell you all of those. And of course, we're open to that. You know, people got to say what they got to say. And this was a particularly difficult year trying to make everyone happy, because there were polarized points of view on when we were open and when we were closed and when we did this and when we did that. So, you know, we recognize there's no way for everybody to agree. But what we wanted to do was not lose the ground that we got on some practices that really were positive. The last thing I thought maybe I could talk about was the fact that we have 3 new board members being sworn in July. And so we do have a fairly large turnover because we have a 5-person board. And I reached out yesterday to all of the 3 new board members, and I heard back from most of them. And then our board chair, Megan Cawley, reached out as well. We have a full 8-point training program in draft form that at the June 8th board meeting, which we've invited the new members to come to, they're not board members till they get sworn in July 13th. But for them to get ready and up to speed, because we haven't been sitting around twiddling our thumbs for 3 years. We've been busy. The board has a 5-year strategic plan, which they've already begun implementing. We're looking at the implementation of a foundation. We want to do a bus tour of the district and take leaders on that tour. So, and we have goals and objectives that are very specific. So we're pretty excited to build our team and go Lincoln County School District.
That's wonderful. And we'll be hearing more, I imagine, in the coming months when we do another interview before the school year starts, or just after the school year starts, when we know more about budget and things like that, that'll all be hashed out through the summer months, right?
That's right. And actually, by the time this program airs, you will have probably an approved budget from the Lincoln County School District. We did hear today in a superintendent's statewide meeting that the $9.3 billion biennial budget is going to go to the governor's office, that she probably will approve it. We have about 6 weeks until the session is over. While that is still a gigantic hole in our budget, gigantic, it's better than what they were proposing. In addition, I want to announce that August 9th, we are open for registration for all students everywhere, and you're going to be bombarded with advertisements, including 3 new billboards up in Newport, banners on buses in 2 languages. And we just want to reassure everybody, we're going to keep to our safety and cleaning protocols. That is not going away. So we hope that people that were reticent to join us will come back to Lincoln County Schools.
Wonderful. All right. Karen, anything else you'd like to add as we're wrapping up?
That's it, Kiera.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today and giving us this update with Lincoln County Schools. I love the positiveness of moving forward.
Yes.
and hope that you and the rest of the students and staff have a relaxing and fun summer, and look forward to all the great things yet to come for Lincoln County Schools.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me for Pacific Northwest News and Entertainment. I'm Kiera Morgan. This is sponsored by The Human Being in Newport and Lincoln City in Newport. We are located at 6th Street and Highway 101, and in Lincoln City at the north end of the highway on the west side near TLC Credit Union. For Pacific Northwest News and Entertainment, I'm Kiera Morgan.